channel, man. We are doing some more work on Braven's new truck today. I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the positivity in the comments in the last video. But moving on, we got some more stuff to add to this thing. We mentioned in the last video that we're gonna be doing some lighting on this. We are installing Auxbeam parts today, the leader in quality and affordable off-road lighting. Links will be in the description down below, as well as a discount code. We got 2 sets of 10 of these rock lights. Dude, these things are freaking ginormous. This is just supposed to be a little rock light, man, but it looks like a little pod light. It's like little pod lights. It's like 2 pod lights on each one. But to start off, we need to figure out exactly where it is we're gonna mount all these big old guys at. We know we want at least 2 of them inside of each wheel well. So, oh, I see. So it has an input and an output wire basically, so you could jump. That's gonna make things a lot easier. Oh, 2 different style of gel pads that go on the back. So I guess this one is if you are mounting it on something rounded, like a side-by-side is what I'm assuming. It's getting mounted to something round, like a round tube. And then of course they have a flat one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. At least we don't have to run wires to each one of them, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be a big loop. So another thing that I would like to try to do with this, I kind of don't really like whenever you can see the light itself. I want to try to figure out a way to where you can only see the illumination and not actually see this giant light inside of here. But I personally think it looks kind of tacky. I would rather just see the illumination and not see the light. So we're gonna try. Looking at these wheel wells, bro, I understand it's really difficult to mount them in here in a place where you're not gonna see it. Again, his floor mats taken down here, and just seeing what we got going on in the back. Yep, we're just gonna have to use the hardware they provide. Is they have like bolts and washers, but they're really long, so we're gonna have to cut them down a lot shorter and just bolt it to this fabric stuff. So we're gonna be putting 10 on each side of the vehicle. So this controller right here is gonna run 10 lights, and then there'll be a controller on the other side to run the 10 over there. Each one of these controllers have 2 outputs. So from this output, there's gonna be 5 lights, and from this output, there'll be 5 lights. And the way we're planning it is we're gonna do two lights in the back, just shining down to the ground, and then 2 lights in the wheel well, and then there'll be 4 lights here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in between the 2 wheels, and then 2 lights in this wheel well, and then 2 lights in the grill. We're gonna start off on the back here. So each one of these lights have a in and an out, so they jump to one another. So it goes in and it comes back out. But with each set, there are 2 lights, so a total of 4 lights that only has 1. So we have to make sure to pay attention to that and mount this on the end. So it's gonna start with 1 in the grill, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the last one on the back will be 10. And then repeat the same thing on the other side. So, oh, you're thinking mounting these ones on the hitch?
That's what I was thinking.
Like right there? I think the curve goes the other direction.
Yeah, just like that.
Mount it like that? What are you trying to light up underneath the truck?
Well, the majority of the lights are under the truck, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it moves the holes like far as hell away. I mean, unless we did that. Actually, that would probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing it like that on the hitch. Yeah, then you use the curved isolator. Oh yeah, see, that's gonna work perfect right there. Yeah. Hell yeah. There you go. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, that ain't going nowhere. No. Braven made some little brackets that you could actually use, put on the opposite side of these wheel liners. So they're nice and sturdy, and I got 2 of the lights mounted back here. So just drilled them straight into the hitch, man. Hey, whatever works. That rounded rubber isolator freaking worked absolutely perfect right there. So yeah, there's one on both sides. That takes care of the back. Yeah, so we need a hole like right here with one of those grommets on it. drilled holes and ran a grommet right there so that the wires can pass through and don't have to worry about it getting cut. And then the excess up here, we're just gonna make a big loop, zip tie it all together, and then it can just get closed up in there. All right, my dudes, it is the next day, man. So we got as far as we could last night. Braven got this one mounted and this one mounted in the wheel wells here, and got the two mounted in this wheel well there and there. Oh my God. I just got attacked. You see what had happened was I came out here a little bit before Braven got home from work, and I cleaned up our workspace and I sprayed the top of the tarp with the hose. Yep, there it goes. I sprayed the top of the tarp with the hose to kind of help cool it down out here, and got the coolers going. And now the wind is blowing a little bit and it's blowing all the water. It's sitting up there. Oh man, anyhow, I also got the two lights done down there. We still have a lot of lights to put on this truck. All of these guys right here. So I was trying to get all the lights mounted on the side last night, and I realized really quickly, I don't know what kind of metal this is, but screws do not like to go into the bottom of the cab of this thing. It just does not like it. So I literally drilled a hole, and there ain't a single screw that'll go through that hole. It just strips threads off of the screw. But long story short, he did have these side steps on the truck and he pulled them off. I ain't gonna lie, I thought the side steps looked good, but you know, youngsters for whatever reason think that it makes their truck look bitch made or some shit. I don't freaking know. Anyhow, there's bolting points underneath there where these guys bolted up. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple of aluminum pieces that we actually mount these lights to, and then we could utilize that bolting point, you know what I mean? And then this piece can just bolt up in there. What's good about that is I can go ahead and mount all the lights right here on the bench, and I can run all the wiring, get it all zip tied nice and clean, and then we can just put this underneath there as one piece, and then just bolt it in there. So that's the idea. I've already got basically all my stuff all marked out. I just got to start drilling some holes and cut off the extra, and yeah, then we can move on with yeah, all the other lights. All right, I got one of these damn things finished. So this is the side that's going to actually face down. In between these two is where the controller is going to go. Is the reason why I didn't do anything with these wires. And one of these wires needs to go forward up to the front wheel well. But anyhow, that's pretty much it, dude. I tried to bend this section right here to give it a little bit of stability here. And then I also put like an L bracket on the back, so it's kind of stiff, because this section right here, the bolt ends right there, and it was gonna leave this side kind of floppy. So I ended up, that's the reason why I had to do all of that, just to kind of stiffen it up. But another good thing about doing the bar like this is if I was to attach these lights to the bottom of the cab, the furthest point I'd be able to go was like right here. So that is gonna be a big area without a light. So putting it on that bar, I'm able to extend the light all the way back to here, so they'll be evenly placed from wheel well to wheel well. And it's not going to be like a weird gap right here to where it might have had a little bit of a shadow, or maybe not be as bright in that one area. So either way, it's just going to be a little bit more evenly lit, you know. So with the one done, I'm going to go ahead and get it screwed up in there, make sure it fits properly, and then I got to finish the other one. All right, so we're gonna split up, man. Braven's gonna start working on figuring out where to mount the fuse box for the control panel and everything. That's got to go underneath the engine base somewhere. It might sound easy, but I don't know, man. Got to figure out a nice safe place that'll mount, because we also have to run all the wiring to it. We were kind of thinking maybe over in this area, but there's one thing though, is Braven actually got an intake for this. So a buddy of his hit him up and said that he had one for this truck. I guess he bought it for his truck, and he has like a 19 and Braven's is a 21, and they're completely different. So yeah, he picked up a nice aftermarket cold air intake for this thing, which is going to eliminate that box right there. I saw one of you guys put in the comments that this thing is like a turbo silencer, so it's gonna actually eliminate that damn thing. And supposedly these things pick up a lot of power from just doing an intake on them. So anyhow, he's gonna go ahead and swap the factory intake box out, get the aftermarket one in there, and then see what kind of space he has over there for that fuse box. Well, there it is. You got the intake box installed. So let's see if we get more whistle out the exhaust now. Does it sound different? Oh! Oh yeah, I heard that back there. Huh?
Usually whenever it has no load on the engine, it never actually lets me like rev up like that.
Oh really?
Yeah, like now it's actually letting me. So if I actually put it in drive, then it should have a little more tone to it.
You better be careful. This thing has the torque to push through your brake. Hell yeah. Alright, all the lights are on here, so I'm gonna go around and show them all to you guys so you can see where they're placed. So all the way in the back we've got two. There's one on the hitch right there, and then there's one right there. And then the wiring is all ran up nice and clean and zip tied, and then it's going through a grommet right there. And then it continues over into the wheel well. So there's 1 and 2 in the wheel wells, and then the wiring goes behind. And then there's another grommet on this side where the wire comes through. It's ran up, and we got it nice and zip tied, and it comes down to the first light on the plate. And then the second light, and then the third light. And then it jumps from there over into the next wheel well. Here's the front, and these ones are just facing in so that you don't see the actual light itself, you just see the illumination. That's the goal here. But yeah, 2 in the front wheel well, and then from this one it jumps over into the grill. Braven wanted 2 of them inside of his grill, so it actually lights up the inside of the grill, and those are mounted on the bottom of this. So there's one here and one here, and then that one jumps over to the bottom 2 in the front. And those are just down here on the skid plate. 1 and 2. So there you have it, man. There's 2 underneath the truck in the front. There's 2 in the grill. 2 in each wheel well. 3 running along the side. And 2 in the back. So for a total of 20 rock lights on this truck. And to be honest with you guys, this has taken us 2 days, man. It's a lot of wiring. It's not a difficult thing to install, but whenever you're trying to make everything clean, and of course you end up having to make plates and all that kind of stuff, it takes a little bit of time, you know. So everything's ran really clean, zip tied up really nice. Everything is screwed in really well. You guys saw Braven made custom little backers for the other side of the wheel liner. And then those plates that I made so that it actually bolts in to where the side steps bolted in. Like, all that stuff takes extra time, but that's all stuff that's also gonna mean he's not gonna be driving down the street like some people you see with rock lights just dangling or not working, you know. But with all that being said, it took a really long time to do this, so we did not get around to installing the switch panel. So right now, this is actually just running off of the rock light kit itself. It comes with a module that you run the power and all that stuff, and then it comes with a remote control for all of it. So we are gonna be installing the switch panel in another video. That's gonna be a whole nother project, buddy. And then once the switch panel is actually installed, then we'll tie the rock lights into the switch panel so that they're actually running off of that. But so you come up here to the engine bay. Luckily, Braven has a battery on each side. There is a control module right there that is running the 10 lights on the passenger side, and that is tying directly into that battery. And then there is a control module right there that is running the 10 lights on the driver's side, and that is tied directly into that battery. So, and that's it, dude. It's freaking done. And now we get to enjoy the fruits of our labor and actually see what these things look like lit up after Braven's done finalizing a couple screws here and there.
Yeah, these ones came out a while ago.
They came out?
Before I got the truck. These things have been self-tempered here, and I've just been wanting to redo them.
Oh. And got the freaking intake. I bet you're excited to see how that feels.
I'm taking the wrong block for sure.
Lights out. Oh, the cooler comes off, turns off too. It's gonna be on rainbow. It really was on rainbow, bro. That's hilarious. Did both sides come on?
One side is white, and the other side is rainbow.
Oh shit.
You have them set at two different there now, so now it's white.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so one controller will control both of them. He just turned them on right now, so one was already set on rainbow and the other one's set on white. But once you click white, then it's going to turn both of them to white, you know, because this is the first time turning them on. Oh yeah, you got to hit that strobe, dog.
I'm trying to figure out what does what on this controller.
Oh, I didn't even look at the back and see what the back looks like. Dude, I mean, it's a nice even light all the way around, you know? It actually came out pretty sick. If you're wanting your wheels to be lit up more, you're probably going to have to do those rings.
Yeah, for sure. Which we can tie that on to the Auxbeam switch panel and fuse box and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so these are RGB. They have all kinds of different settings that you can put them on.
I'm trying to figure out the strobe.
Yeah, just the white strobe. That looks sick. So you just put it on white and then you hit function. There should be just a function area, just like the freaking RGB lights in your bedroom, bro. Well, now you got two different things going on.
It's just, it's just the auto, but...
Yeah. Now one side is strobing, but the other side ain't. What the hell? Maybe you gotta go more towards the front. There it goes. Are they strobing together? Oh, fuck. Yeah, you gotta get them both on the same setting. There you go. They're flashing at two different times, but...
It kind of has a cool effect to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
The regular lights that make this thing bright.
Yeah. Probably back up a little bit. I forgot about the grill. Pretty freaking ricer. That's hilarious.
This is like the ricer of the. This is not as ricer as it gets when it comes down to like diesel trucks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Don't forget about running the stacks out the back.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
You should do that.
I should do that.
Well, there it is, guys. He's got freaking rock lights on his truck. These things are actually pretty freaking bright, dude. A lot of the rock lights that you see, a lot of times they're not very bright, and we were worried about it. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that we were really worried about is whether they're going to be bright, you know, and Auxbeam assured us that they were going to be pretty damn bright. I mean, you guys saw how big those lights are. So anyhow, man, there it is. We will be installing that switch panel here soon. Braven has some more things that he wants to run on the truck. And that's the reason why he needs a switch panel. Maybe a new horn.
Louder?
Maybe a new horn.
Oh yeah, definitely a new horn.
You know, something a little bit louder.
Definitely
They can't even see you.
Yeah, a little far back.
I will have a link in the description down below, of course, for these that we installed today, as well as Auxbeam's website. They are giving you guys a discount on everything on their website, man. If you guys need any kind of lighting for your truck, car, off-road rig, freaking, what do they call your truck?
L5B Dirt Max, what?
No, mall crawler?
Sure, yeah.
Whether you got an off-road rig or a mall crawler or a Civic you want underglow on, whatever it is you're looking for, man, they have it on their website and they're giving you guys a discount. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do smash the like button and we'll see you on the next one. Later.